Hello my dear viewers, my name is Rakesh and I'm your host with the video whose topic is EURUSD and GBPUSD technical analysis. Today is 11th of November 2021. I am a DUCASCOPY community member and I am not an employee of DUCASCOPY. So all the views or opinions or the trading ideas that I am going to discuss in this video are of my own, and we will be carrying out the technical analysis of the euro against the US dollar, and we will be carrying out the technical analysis of British pound against the US dollar. We will also carry out the technical analysis of other major pairs and some minor pairs. We will also include in this session the gold, silver and Bitcoin. And in this session actually we will be strictly talking about the technical aspects of trading, because as a technical analyst I already know that every piece of information is already priced into the chart. So if we focus on the price action, we'll be able to make better trading decisions. So we will try to follow the charts only for our analysis. In this program we'll only be using the candlesticks charts. As you know, or if you don't know, I'll tell you that there are some other types of charts also, like the area charts are there, line charts are there, bar charts are there, Heiken-Ashi, Renko, and so many types of charts are there. But we will only be using the candlesticks charts because these are the most informative charts. In the candlesticks you get all the information that is required, okay? And we will not be using any other indicators other than the price. So you can call it as a price action trading, and we will try to find out the key levels for all the pairs. When I say key levels, that means the supports and the resistances that are of most important. They hold the most importance, and sometimes we will be trying to find out the confluence levels. Now the confluence levels are the levels which have more than one or two supports and resistances, okay? And we'll see how we can make use of them in our trading. If you are new to the technical analysis, I request you to go to our channel's home page and look for the playlist. In the playlist section, you will find two playlists there. One is named as profitable candlestick patterns and the other one is named as profitable chart patterns. If you go through those playlists first, it will help you in understanding what we are going to talk about in this program. So last but not least, everything that I say in this video is only for your information or knowledge purpose. But you have to do your own research before you put your hard-earned money on the line. If I somehow somewhere say that this is support, this is resistance, one can buy here, one can sell here, it does not mean that I am asking you to buy and sell, okay? You think, do your research, and then you can implement it, okay? I am not asking you to open your positions, okay? Please. Okay, this was the standard introduction. Now I want you to go through this risk disclaimer first before you head on to the video. Please pause the video here for some time, understand this risk disclaimer completely, and then only proceed further. I hope you have gone through the risk disclaimer. Now hop on to the chart. The first chart that I'm going to show you is the US dollar index. This is the daily chart of US dollar index. You can see here. And right now the US dollar index is at 94.947. Now this 94.947 is above 94.78, which was marked as the resistance on our chart. Now since this resistance has been broken and the index has given a closing higher than this, and after that on the 4-hour chart, if you switch, you will see that this area 94.78 is now acting as a support. So if this support of 94.78 holds, then the next resistance that we are going to see is 95.68. Now the thing is that the fundamentals, or you can say news and reports and some other economical functions, they tend to act as a catalyst for the price to move. You have to understand this part, okay? Now this catalyst moves the price in either direction, either up or down. Now here the price has broken a resistance of 94.78. Now it is holding as a support. If it is holding as a support, the next zone of supply is going to be 95.68. When I say this, it means till the time price does not reach here, there will be no more sellers to overpower the buying power. Okay, so if there are no more sellers on the way to overpower the buyers, that means the price will gradually reach in this area, and then there will be a change of guard, and the sellers will be able to push the price down because there will be more people willing to sell their positions rather than to open the fresh long positions. So this is how the price starts decreasing. So that's why this is an important inflection point. I believe 95.68 is the area where I should keep an eye on to book my profits if I am long, or to open fresh shorts if I see the weakening of US dollar around here. So right now the support zone or the demand zone for the US dollar is 94.78, and the resistance or the supply zone is 95.68. Okay, if we switch to a Euro USD daily chart, I'll just remove this Fibonacci, but before I remove this, I want you to see that after a decline from here, that is 1.1692 area to this low of 1.1513, from where the price tried to rebound, you can say this was a pullback, and it lasted only up to 50%, that is around a high of 1.1608 it has made, and 50% was 1.1602. So around this area it again got the resistance, or you can say people started opening fresh sell positions here, and now they're selling the market down. Yesterday the price has already closed the day below 1.1495 support zone. Now I'm expecting this area to act as a fresh resistance, and for further down I have actually not raised the levels, but these highs here can the price can actually pause around these lows also. You see, from here the price made this high, then it, okay, wait, I will just remove this one. So you see, when the price started going from here, it broke this high, and when it broke this high, it acted, this level acted as a support. So this level which acted as a support here, till the time this is not broken here, so 1.1370 is the area that I am talking about. See, 1.1370 is the area that I am talking about. I think this is a critical level, and after that we have 1.1176 as the next support for the price if it starts going down. So this is all the price action we have covered, and after that the supports are very low, so we'll cater them later. But right now if you see, 1.1370 is the next level, which is around 100 pips away from here. And if you create a channel, like this, why I have created a channel like this, because when you join the highs, you have to join the lows, and this was the low, and then after this was the low. Now the price has not come to the low, it is still below 1.1370. so that means 1.1370 is already exposed. Anytime soon this 1.1370 needs to be tested before we find fresh buyers in the Euro USD. This is what I think, and if you see the price going higher from here, expect it to meet a good resistance like this. If you see that the price starts going higher, then this falling channel's resistance line will be acting as a resistance, and this broken support of 1.1495 will be acting as a resistance, and after that 1.1529, which was a support for the price for some days here, may also act as a resistance. So there are multiple resistance for the euro while going up, whereas for the dollar index there is no resistance for a long time till 95.68. that means euro may keep pushing down till 1.1370 before it starts going up. This is just the scenario right now. So 1.1495 is the immediate resistance for the euro, and 1.1370 is the immediate support. Of course, this falling channel support line may keep on acting as a support when the price meets this area. Talking about the GBPUSD, yesterday there was a Marubozu on the daily chart. When I say Marubozu, it is a type of candlestick which has a very small wick or no wick when compared to the body of the candle. Now this Marubozu is a very bearish candle pattern. See, if you see in the history, when you see something of this sort, when there is no wick or very small wick, you see this was a Marubozu, this is bullish Marubozu, and after that there was a long move up, and now here 2-3 days back also there was almost a Marubozu, and then there is a long down, and this one is still a Marubozu. That means now buyers are not interested in this market. That means now 1.3303 is already exposed in this market, which is a support in our charts, and 1.3424 is going to act as a resistance now, because it was a good support in the past, and now the price is testing it already on the 4-hour and is experiencing difficulty in going up, you see. And this is also a bearish engulfing right at the resistance zone. That means 1.3303 area is exposed in this market now, and the price is going to go down. Also, you see that this range has expanded, so we need to cater for this low here. All right, friends, I hope you understand the point now. 1.3424 is the next resistance now, and 1.3303 is the next support. If we look at the Australian dollar here, Australian dollar, I was bearish from the time the RBA decided to keep the rates unchanged, whereas there was a hype in the markets that the rates will be changed. So now the price is going to go down maybe to the same level from where the hype had started, and it had started from the level of 0.7160. So expect 0.7170, but before that we have 0.7221 as the support for the price, because the counterparts of Australian dollar, that is euro and pound, are going down. So maybe there will be a lot of more selling in this market, which I am expecting even more than the pound and the euro. So I'm actually expecting this falling channel to break soon, and in case this falling channel breaks, okay, I'm sorry, I need to delete a few things for things to be clear. There are a few lines which are now not important, so I will try to just delete them. Okay, all right, so the price is moving in this channel and in this channel and in this channel, so I will keep them intact, whereas there are some levels which are not important. So right now the price is at a support of 0.7289, and the resistance now is 0.7378. And the channel need to be expanded on 4-hour. I will expand it, because this channel has the channel seems to be breaking somewhere, and this is not actually a break, so the channel is still intact. Because the channel is still intact, now we can convert it like this, and yes, there is a confluence of support at 0.7289 right now. From here there can be a few small pullback, that is profit booking or maybe even buying till 0.7378, and I am expecting more sellers to jump into the market to open the short positions, and maybe if people starts buying here, they may be looking to profit their book their profits near 0.7378 region. And this I think now is going to be an area of importance. If I have to open fresh sell position, I'll be looking at this area to open my fresh positions. If the price is able to gain 100 points from here, then I will open fresh positions here with a small stop loss higher and targeting 0.7289 again, if my risk to reward ratio is more than 1:3, then only. Okay, this is the case now. The support is 0.7289, where the price has tested already today, and the resistance is at 0.7378 in this market, my friends. Let us dissect the price in the New Zealand dollar. In the New Zealand dollar, the price is trading between below this falling channel's resistance line. Actually, now I was expecting this channel's resistance line. This channel is what I'm talking about. Maybe I will change the color. So this red channel I am talking about, this red channel has been broken here on 17th of October, and now it is being retested again. I was expecting it to act as a support, but since it is not acting as a support, so we can count it as a false breakout. And if the price closes a day inside this channel, then this channel will be alive again and the price may keep on moving in this channel. Now on the contrary, the price is already moving in this blue channel also, which is rising up. So expect this channel's low here, this channel's support line to act as support for the price. Actually, what I want to say is that there are multiple supports in New Zealand dollar for going up, then it has resistances. Okay, so if this channel's resistance line does not act as a support, then this horizontal support line at 0.6979 is there, and if that does not act as a support, then this rising channel's support line is there, and if that does not act as a support, then this horizontal support at 0.6859 is there. Then after, there is multiple support area of 0.6808 and 0.6808 and 0.6786 region. After that, this falling channel support line is there. So there are so many supports for the New Zealand dollar while it starts going down, because the majority of the pairs or currencies are going down against the US dollar. So New Zealand dollar is also going down, but it is still a stronger currency than the others. I am bullish in this one because it is making higher highs and higher lows. On the contrary, other currencies are making lower highs and lower lows. I hope you understand this point at least. So New Zealand dollar is a stronger currency here, and we should be looking for a buying opportunity near this area of 0.6979, or maybe this channel's rising trend line. I think this is a currency that we should be looking at for buying. All right, yeah, like this. So right now it is between the resistance of 0.7074. Let me switch to the 4 hour to have another view of it. Yeah, it is trading between the resistance of 0.7074 and the support of 0.6979. Actually, 0.6979 seems to be more interesting region than this channel's resistance line, but this rising channel support line seems to be even more interesting. But this area here is a confluence. You see how interesting this how good was a breakout from here when the price broke out of this resistance zone. This was a breakout and this was never tested. So people who wanted to go long here, they went long, but those who missed this bus, they have not got second opportunity. So this may be their second opportunity. If the price goes here 0.6979, maybe the next area of opportunity for buyers. What we can do is we can go to 1 hour chart maybe and make a channel here. You see the price is going down, we can understand that, but what we can do here is we can create a channel like this. Okay, we can create a channel. It is a downtrending channel, or yeah, no, we have to create it like this. When this channel breaks to the upside, that may be a signal to go long, because this is 1 hour channel, so we will always know when the price is going to go up. Okay, here it will break somewhere here, either after testing 0.6979 or maybe after testing this rising channels line. So right now the resistance is at 0.7074, support is 0.6979. I hope you understand what I'm trying to stay in this one, or trying to say in this one. Okay, I'm trying to say that the price is going down but long trend is up. As soon as the trend aligns, short-term trends, that is 1 hour trend, aligns itself with the daily trend, which is uptrend, we will enter the market. I hope you understand. So that means for the daily trend to align with the hourly trend, the price has to break out of this falling channel, and if the price breaks out of this falling channel, we will open a buy position. I think that is enough. Talking about the USD CHF, I am bearish in this one, but right now it has started going up. That means it has broken this daily falling channel and now it is going up. Now the problem here is that on the weekly the trend is up. I'll show you how. On the weekly Actually, this channel is falling and this channel is rising, so we cannot be, we are not sure whether it is up or down. But yes, on weekly trend is down, I'm sorry my friends, and on the daily it is trying to go against the weekly trend. You understand the meaning, my friends? This is very important part. On weekly the trend is down, on daily the trend is up, so we will wait for the trend on the daily to align with the weekly, which is down, and that can happen at the resistance of 0.9241 or at 0.9274, or maybe after meeting this falling channel's resistance line. When it does, what we are gonna do is we are gonna create a 4-hour or 1-hour channel. I just am trying to tell you how to enter this market in the direction of the trend. We have created this channel. Okay, maybe after meeting this area the price breaks this channel, maybe after meeting this price breaks this channel, and maybe after meeting this falling major falling channel's resistance line, the price breaks this channel, small channel. Okay, when this small channel on 1 hour breaks to the downside, that will be our indication that a pullback is over and the weekly trend is again starting to down. Weekly trend is down. Actually, the daily and the 1 hourly and 4 hourly trend should be in line with the weekly, and then we will enter the market. I hope you understand this point. And right now the resistance for the price is 0.9241 and the support is 0.9203. The price is actually trading right above the support. Okay, in fact it was the resistance for today, and the price since still has 9 hours and 53 minutes to close. Now if it gives a close higher than 0.9203, then the next area of resistance will be 0.9241, and if it gives a close below this, then the next area of support will be 0.9150. Otherwise the price is trading right on the resistance at present. USDJPY, we were expecting the price to come back to 112.18 before it finds support, but because of the majority of the dollar pairs going up, so the USDJPY also started going up, but it has met with the resistance which is in the form of the 4 hourly falling channels resistance. So the sellers are still willing to open sell positions here, and they are trying to push the price down. If it starts going down, 113.25 may act as a support. On the higher side, 114.70 is the resistance. If the 4 hourly candle closes higher than this falling channel, we can be sure that the price is going to meet 114.70 in the coming time. Talking about the USD CAD, US dollar is now much ahead than the Canadian dollar. It has given us a good run up today above 1.2493 support zone. Now if the candle closes higher than this 1.2493, this will expose 1.2586. In fact, the price is already very close to that level, has made an intraday high of 1.2571, which was just 16 pips shy or 15 pips shy of the high, that is the resistance. Now if the price even closes higher than 1.2586 today, then the next resistance will be 1.2633 reason, and if the price fails to close higher than this, we have a possibility to see 1.2493 tested again this market. So right now the support is 1.2493 and resistance is at 1.2586 in this market. Talking about the Brent crude oil, Brent crude oil seems that it is not able to hold the high prices. Now this happens generally in the commodities, that when the prices are not suitable for the buyers, they tend to decline, or they tend to have a declined approach towards buying. So this is, I think, what is so. And those who have the stocks of this commodity, they are trying to close their positions and shift their positions. Otherwise you can say they are selling their stocks. Now this candle here yesterday is a bearish engulfing candle on the daily chart. It has opened higher than this crucial area of 83.44, and it has closed below this crucial area of 83.44. Now I am not expecting the prices to rise from here. I think that we can test this low here of this candle of 80.18 today or tomorrow. Actually, I should shift this. 80.18 is now a crucial level. If we break this level, why I'm saying that if we break this level, because this is the level from where the fresh bias buying started, and it lasted for 3 days, and on 4th day the people thought that this is not a good area to buy the oil, so they started selling. Now those who actually thought that this is a good area to buy, if there are no buyers at that area again this time when the price meets this area, that means the price can go even lower to 77.80, where we can witness the fresh buyers or those who are interested in buying the oils. So right now, if there are no buyers interested, expect 80.18 to attract some buyers. If that is unable to attract any buyers and the price closes below that level, then the next level of interest is 77.80, and if that level is reached on 1st of December, then this is also a confluence of support. That is, one is this horizontal support of 77.80 because it was a previous resistance, and also because it is a support of rising channel. So there are two reasons for the buyers to open their positions. So expect a lot of buying here in this region, and also you can make a falling channel, something like this. And if it really happens on 1st or 2nd December, you can see the prices of Brent shooting on 1st and 2nd December to the upside if it keeps falling till 1st December. I hope you understand my point. Now next thing is Euro GBP. Euro GBP is actually in a congestion here because the prices are trading at the support and resistance area here. One resistance is being provided by this rising channel. The one resistance is being provided by this price mark of 0.8558. One is by this falling wedge upper line, and one resistance is being provided by this channel's resistance line. So there are multiple things that are there. So this is an area of congestion. But if you talk about the bigger picture, then 0.8603 is going to be the next area of resistance if price starts rising from here. If it starts falling from here, then 0.8523 is going to be the area of support. And actually I'm expecting the price to go nowhere because the euro and pound both are negative today. 0.8560, I think price will consolidate here for some time, as there is no good pattern here. So expect the price to keep hovering around this area, and maybe we should remove these wedges also, so that we only talk about the horizontal price actions in the Euro GBP. Okay, so yes, went up. Okay, actually on 1 hour you can draw another channel. The price seems to be moving in a channel on the 1 hour again, and if it breaks down, then we can see the lower prices. But actually let us remove this channel. We know that the channel is there, but we don't want to trade a 1 hour channel on this 4 hour channel. 1 hour channel can be used to enter the market where it is going in the long term. Like now in this weekly, the price was going down, but after gaining a support at 0.8407, now the price is moving to the highs. Actually this is the high that I want to keep. 0.8658 area is the last high that the price has made on the weekly chart. So we can say that this is the weekly pivot, and the price is going to test that area. And if you see to the daily, after making a high, the price is finding support. After making a high, the price is finding support at the previous resistance. And now the previous resistance was at the high of 0.8595. So 0.8595 needs to be broken if we have to see 0.8658. So the next area of resistance now is 0.8595, and support is where the price is trading right now, because we have seen yesterday a close higher than 0.8558. So this area should act as a fresh support, and if it fails to act as a support, then the next support that we can find is 0.8523, and this is also a confluence of support. Keep it in mind. See how the pictures get clear on in the price action menu. So if it does not act as a support, then this is the next area of support, and price has to close higher than 0.8595 to give us a closing near 0.8658, or to test this 0.8658.
the price is at resistance, so I cannot say this is an area of resistance or support. So the next area of resistance is here 0.8595 and area of support is 0.8523 in this market. Talking about GBP, JPY, right now is trading at the support zone. This area is a support zone. This is actually multiple support zone. One is this 61.8% of the previous rise from here till here 158, and it is an established thing. If 61.8% is broken, then the trend is negated. So this uptrend will be negated if we see a close below this level. So buyers are trying it very hard to keep the prices higher than 152.66 mark, or 152.66 is also 61.8% of this rise from here till here. Now if this breaks, although there is a bearish pin bar here, but still the sellers are not able to push the prices low because there are enough buyers to support the price. And if they continue to support the price like this, then we can see a close higher than 152.67, and in fact even a doji candle today will be will suffice to push the prices higher, my friends. Okay, because the longer term is uptrend. If we see a doji here, that means sellers are not now in control of the market, and buyers will jump in to push the prices higher. That is what I am expecting in this market, and I really expect the price to rise from here. Okay, but there are always exceptions. If we see a close below 152.66, the sellers may jump in again to push the prices back to 149.22 in this market, my friends. Okay, for the resistance point 156.08, which is much higher, so it is a very favorable risk taking position if we can. And the support can be, the stop loss can be below the low of today's candle, and the take profit can be 156.08. From the risk to reward point of view, we have almost 550 points of reward for 20 to 30 pips of stop loss. One can take this risk, but with a very small position. Do not try to open big positions, otherwise it can cost you your account. Okay, I hope you understood the point here. Talking about CHF JPY, the support is at 123.47, resistance is at 124.36. yesterday the price has tested this resistance. Day before yesterday the prices has tested this support. Expect the price to keep moving in this falling channel before it meets this rising channel support line here. Talking about the euro against Australian dollar, it is still moving in the channel that we had made day before yesterday. It gave a closing above 38.2%. Now expect this 50% to be tested in this market, which is 1.5802, and if we see a resistance from here, the price can come back down below this rising channel actually. All right, this rising channel is still intact. Okay, and there is a possibility that the price may even go to 61.8%, which is 1.5905, before it starts moving down, or otherwise this falling trend line may act as a fresh resistance for the price to push the prices down. But right now the price is going up, and the support is at now 1.5696, and the resistance is at 1.5926, and this 50% level, that is 1.5802, may also act as a resistance if the price starts getting some sellers here. Talking about the Euro New Zealand, the price is right now at the resistance at around 1.6321. The price has although made an intraday high at around 1.6351. If you switch to 4-hour, maybe you will see that the price has started going low now, and if this area starts acting as a support, which I am expecting the price to actually act as a support, if it starts acting as a support today, the prices can go back to 1.6487 also in this market. But on the contrary, if it does not, and the price gives us a closing below this point 1.6305 on the daily chart, then we can expect 1.6080 again in this market. Talking about the gold, we told the day before yesterday that this area of 1830 is a very crucial area of resistance, because this is a descending triangle. One is a descending triangle's resistance line is there, second this rising channel's resistance line was there, then this horizontal resistance was there, but the price was able to close the day higher. The next day there was this acted as a support, and the price even went to the resistance zone of 1870 area, but gave us a closing much higher at 1850 levels, much higher than 1830 resistance. And then today the price is again going back to that area to test it as a fresh resistance. Will it hold as a resistance? My friends, if it does hold as a resistance, fine. If it does not hold, then 1908 is the next area that we are going to witness. And also notice that it will be a weekly breakout for the gold to the upside, which can push the prices back to 2064, which was the price back in 6th of August last year. Now, important fact is that after breakout, the price came back for a very small time on the same day, you see. But after the breakout, there was a lot of volume to push the prices up. Can you see what is the volume here? Okay, 8.7211, and previously it was only 5.64, 3.81. So you can see how high this volume was, and this was volume of 16.42. So there was a lot of sellers on the next day, but then there were a lot of buyers next day. You see how the volumes are increasing when the price is going up. Okay, so the price is being supported by the higher volumes. So that is why I'm saying near 1870 expect a lot of sellers to emerge to push the price down, and if they are able to push the prices back to 1850 area or maybe 1830 area, then expect a lot of buyers to again enter market at 1830 area to push the prices back to 1870 and maybe even 1908 and maybe even 1950 and 2064 eventually. If you look at the weekly candlesticks, you will have even a much better idea that the price is right now trading on weekly above this descending triangle, and if it breaks to the upside, this is the ultimate target that we are going to achieve, that is 2064. All right, I hope you got the idea. Now 1870 is the resistance and 1830 is the support in this market. Let's talk about the silver. I am bullish, I told you already, and it is trying to be breaking this inverse head and shoulder, and if it breaks, find resistance at 25.62, come back to 24.81. I'm definitely going to buy the silver for the long term then. But right now I'm not going to buy because it has not given us a closing. Today is the day. If it goes a closing higher than this 24.81, which is the resistance, I think it will be a clear breakout, and we'll be expecting 24.81 to act as a fresh support in this market. Right now resistance is at 25.62, support is at 24.81 in this market. Okay, so now we will have a look at the Swiss index. Friends, if you are still watching this channel and you are watching my analysis, let me know if you want me to include Swiss index in the analysis. If you don't want me to, just write it that Swiss index is not required, because we are covering it up for one of our friends who is no more active in the channel, and even if he is, he's not writing any comments. So even if you are watching, I hope my Swiss friend who is watching, he will show up and say if Swiss index is required to be covered or not. Okay friends, there was a resistance at 12,452 area, and we are expecting actually the price to come back to 12,066, but it did not happen. That means there are more buyers than the sellers interested here. That means there is a possible, I'm saying possible, but actually from looking at the price action, I should say that a breakout is imminent. Why? Because there was a pin bar here to the downside, not bearish, but yes, it was a pin bar. Then there was a small you can say a green candle. Then there was a rise up and there was a bearish pin bar. Now bearish pin bar is an indication that the price is going to go down, but today the high of that bearish pin bar is broken. That means there are more buyers than there are sellers interested in this market. My friends, my point here is that if we see a close higher than this yesterday's high, if we today get a close higher than this yesterday's high, then that means this high here of 12,507 is imminent to break, and the price can test 12,572 level again and maybe eventually break it down to the upside. And if it does, then 14,284 is the area which I think will be the next resistance in this market. Euro CHF, a bullish pin bar on the support. That means the price is headed back to 1.0604 because the daily candle is not closed yet. So I'll rather suggest or say that if the candle closes somewhere near 1.0560 where it is trading right now, or you see below above the opening of yesterday's candle. Yesterday's open was 1.0554. So any closing above 1.0554 will open the way to 1.0604 in this market. On the contrary, if we see a close below 1.0535, we can head back to 1.0504 in this market again, my friends. Talking about GBPCHF, yeah, yesterday there was a bearish candlestick pattern, and today the price is going to test day before yesterday's low, which is at around 1.2343. This is where the price is trading right now. I think this area should act as a resistance, and the price should come back to 1.2279 in this market. GBPCHF is what I'm talking about. Let us see what is happening on 4-hour. If there are 3 to 4 green candles, then yeah. So because there are 3 to 4 green candles, now you should act as sellers to come back again here to push the price back to 1.227. But I don't want to speculate anything because we are talking only about the daily candles. So right now the price has a support of 1.2279 and a resistance of 1.2503, and this area is now again a resistance. So I am going to place one of my okay. So why I have marked 1.24 level, and this is not a point, this is a zone. Okay, so this is a zone of resistance. You have to keep this in your mind. Why I have marked this? Because this candle, this candle, this candle, and this candle, as much as candles I can get, I want them to test this area, to touch this line. So yeah, this area is the next area of huge resistance, 1.2411. Why I don't want you to feel this as a resistance, this low here? Because we want to, I already told you in the introduction that we will keep an eye on the key areas. Okay, this area is important, okay, but this is not the most important area. This area is the most important area on the upside, and this is the most important area on the downside. So I want to keep an eye on the most important areas, because we want to open the trades only when we have more probability or more odds in our favor. Okay, so right now resistance is 1.2411 and support is 1.2279 in this market. Talking about the euro against the Canadian dollar, euro against Canadian dollar is still moving in a rectangle, and the height of the rectangle is 1.4441. Support is at 1.4295. Nothing to be said in this market because we have been talking about it from the last 2 weeks. Till the time it does not break to the upside, we are not going to buy. Till the time it is not breaking downside, we are not going to sell. We don't want to enter in a range bound market. Okay, and there is very much uncertainty here. Last market is the Bitcoin that we are going to talk about. Bitcoin has a support of 63,493 and has a resistance of 68,934. If it breaks to the upside and closes a day higher than 68,932, then we can expect, oh, where are my levels, man? I think 85,000 was my level. My level is not there. I'm sorry. I will make it there. And on the low side, we have 58,048 as the next support. My levels can come now only from the Fibonacci expansions. So this is how you expand. All right, this is how you expand. Okay, 74 is the next resistance, and then after 85, 200 is the 100% from this rise here. So this can be some consolidation. If it breaks to the upside, it has actually already broken and now is finding support. So 68,932 is the immediate resistance. After that 74,747 is the next target, and on the downside, if it breaks 63,493, then the next possible support is 58,048. With this, I would like to wrap up today's session. I just hope that you have got some idea about the major supports and the resistance levels that are of interest in coming hours and days. Just keep in mind to never risk more than 1% of your capital on any single trade, and look for a potential profit of 3 times than you are going to risk. Okay, with this note, I shall end this video. Please press the like button if you find this video useful for you. Leave your suggestions in the comment section and consider subscribing to the channel for more such videos if you are new. Click on the notification bell so that you can get a notification as soon as a new video is released in this channel. Also, you can join the Ducoscopic Forex community, where there are so many things for the Forex traders. The links are there in the description. I wish you and your family a very happy and a profitable day. Thank you very much for sparing your time to watch this video. Do not forget to share this video with your friends who are interested in learning Forex.